Hi everyone, I'm Morgan Wells, Curator of Education here at the Tucson Museum of Art, and thanks for joining us for our holiday virtual Second Sundays. Today, we are going to create something that you can give away as gifts or even decorate your Christmas tree. So this is what our final product is going to look like. This is our salt dough Christmas ornaments. And I have two examples here. These are all finished and completed and baked in the oven, and it creates something more permanent. And after this, you can paint them, string them on a string, and hang them up. So it's really, really simple and easy. All you're going to need is some flour, some salt, and a cup of water. So I have my bowl here, just a regular mixing bowl, and I'm going to put a cup of water in there, along with 2 cups of flour. So I got my measuring cup. It's kind of a small bag, so I'll pour it in. And you know, it can be exact, but you might need a little extra flour at the end in case if it's sticky, but you can play that by ear after you combine it and knead it into your dough. And also then, last but not least, quite a bit of salt. You'll need a full cup of salt, which is a lot. The dough, of course, you can, use it as Play-Doh as well. You don't even need to create ornaments. You can do handprints that you keep forever, so you can remember your little one at this point in time. Seems like a lot of salt, but that's why it's called salt dough. All right. Shake that. So, and then you're going to combine it, and I'm just using a spoon here, and you're going to combine it together. And it kind of comes together slowly. I'm going to show you here what it kind of looks like as it starts to mix in. And feel free to use your hands too to get in there and really mix it in. And of course it sticks to your hands a little bit. But feel free to kind of knead it together to kind of create a ball. That's kind of what it's going to look like, but we're going to give it about 20 minutes to kind of set up before we actually roll it out and use our cookie cutters. So give it 20 minutes. All right, now that it's sat for 20 minutes, we can start to roll it out. The more you knead it, though, the easier it gets to work with. So feel free to kind of play with it during that 20 minutes while it sits and rests. But I think it's ready for us to roll out and create some ornaments. So on my surface, because I don't want it to stick, I'm going to add a little bit of, can you see that? A little bit of flour onto my surface to roll it out. And I'm just going to use a regular rolling pin. This is actually one I use for clay, so it does have a little bit of clay on it. However, you could use any one you have in your kitchen because these are ingredients that you use in your kitchen. They won't do any damage to your nice rolling pin you might have at home. So I'm just going to roll it out to the thickness that I desire. So go back to all different directions. Oops, it's sticking now. See? You might want to flour your rolling pin too, I guess. So, I think that looks about good, and I'll show you how it looks so you can kind of see. It's a little thick, but I kind of want it thicker in order to kind of make it last, as you can see the thickness of my ones that I currently made. So, any kind of cookie cutter you might have, I'm going to use this candy cane one and kind of cut it and jiggle it so it breaks pops away and cuts nicely. As you can see, there's my shape. And then what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use a pencil, just something easy, to kind of create a hole at the top. So once it bakes, I can paint it and I can string it like so. And there it goes. And then what you're going to do to make it more permanent is you're going to preheat your oven to 250 degrees and you're going to bake them for 2 hours until they're completely dried out, and then you are left with your final product. And what I think is great is you can paint them and decorate. You can add little jewels if you wanted to, and then of course date it, and something you could do every year as a keepsake with your family to remember. Feel free to play with the dough as much as you like. You can wrap it up in a ziploc bag or saran wrap in order to preserve it, to let it last a couple days even. So you can even use it kind of like Play-Doh for a little bit. Yeah. And I love the idea of doing a handprint. So if you want to do a little, a little smaller ball, press it down, kind of get it to the thickness that you want, and then have your child or pet, whatever you might want to remember, and have them press it in there, and of course then bake it, and then you have that handprint to keep. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this activity, and I hope you guys have happy holidays. Thanks for making art with me. Take care.